You have been scammed. You were told to prioritize protein, lift 5+ days a week, take cold showers, and many other of the bodybuilding health trends out there. For some reason, we've mistaken a hobby for health. Health is being metabolically flexible, being happy, and being functional. If you look at most people nowadays who follow all of these bodybuilding trends, they're either A, flabby, B, can't gain any muscle, and C, are just unhealthy individuals who have slow metabolisms. The first area that these bodybuilders have gotten wrong, which for them works because they're on a ton of roids and all this testosterone, which if they have all this meat and protein, it's gonna unlock certain muscles in their body, right? Whereas with natural body lifters, it's way different. We don't run on stress hormones. Stress hormones actually deteriorate our body and our muscles. So they told you to eat 1.2 grams of protein per body weight, one gram per body weight, whatever, right? They told you to prioritize protein, and that is just completely wrong. Because if you prioritize protein, if, for example, I'm 150 pounds, right? If I eat 170 grams of protein, that could put a lot of stress on my body because my body has to metabolize all that protein. Muscle meats in general all automatically put stress on your body after you eat them because your body has to metabolize all this food. I do believe in eating your body weight of protein or just a bit less. But I don't think that you need to go overboard with protein and always prioritize it, because in reality, all macros are important. One of the most well-known bodybuilders, Mike Mentzer, even speaks on this. He even says that you don't really have to prioritize protein as much as you think. For the most part, if you lift weights, if you're an athlete, you should actually be eating more carbs than anything. When you lift weights, you're a healthy individual or an athlete in general, your body utilizes carbs 10 times better than people who aren't athletes, don't lift weights, and are not healthy. To gain the most muscle and to be your healthiest version, it all comes down to one thing, and that is metabolic health. Easily digestible carbs and saturated fats, such as coconut oil, olive oil, butter, ghee, and beef tallow, all help out with this. When I say carbohydrates, I do not mean bread, pasta, processed carbohydrates. I mean that you should be prioritizing fruits, honey, white sugar, anything that's easily digestible to your body, which are simple carbohydrates, not complex. You should be prioritizing in your daily diet. Personally, I feel better when I eat high carbs, high fats, and moderate amounts of protein, which for me would be 150 grams of protein, maybe some days even less than that. In addition to diet, another really important aspect, which could even be potentially more important, is your lifestyle. Are you always stressed, or are you always relaxed? Do you get in sunlight, or do you not get in sunlight? Do you go out and speak with uplifting people? Do you not go out and speak with uplifting people? Your lifestyle can make or break your health, your physique, whatever you dream. One thing that bodybuilders back in the day used to do after they lifted was sunbathe, and the main reason why is because when you're lifting weights, it does put stress on your body, but obviously that stress can turn into good stress for your body if you know how to counteract that stress. So what they would end up doing is they would go out and sunbathe right after. Living a lower stress lifestyle will help you with your end goals when it comes to health, even wealth at the end of the day. Now, I understand a lot of modern society can be very stressful on people's bodies, on people's health. So you can always counteract that with diet. For example, honey de-stresses your body when you eat it. Another good example is sunbathing. If you get in sun, that's also a de-stressor. Another one is meditating or praying. You can do so many things to lower your stress in your daily life and you don't even realize it. You need to stop listening to these people who are telling you to run off stress hormones, because eventually those stress hormones are just gonna deplete your body, right? If you don't feel it today, if you don't feel it tomorrow, if you don't feel it in the next week, you'll eventually feel it and it will catch up to you. One of my favorite things to tell people is that I only lift 3 days a week. And when I do lift, it's a Mike Mentzer style lift. But I prioritize more compound than anything. And when I tell people this, they're surprised. They're like, wow, you only spend 45 minutes to an hour each session, and you're only in here for 3 days a week. They're always surprised because they're the type of people to go 4+ days a week and they still look flabby, don't get any muscle, or just unhealthy in general. I became healthier when I understood that all you need is 3 hard days in the gym, and that is it. I took on the philosophies of Ray Peat's diet, Mike Mentzer's style lifting, and the breath of life in order to become my healthiest self. Stop listening to the media and stop listening to all these propaganda machines feeding you false information, and start understanding people who are genuinely trying to help you, and understand your own body and your own intuition. Listen, I truly enjoyed making this video, and thank you for watching.